Hello, hola, buenos dias. We're here live with you, sunny morning, here at the El Dorado Royale Hotel in Mexico's Riviera Maya. Welcome to the show. And joining me is Silvia Ressa.
As always.
Welcome to the show, Silvia.
Of course, welcome, Elliot. Welcome all the audience also.
Bienvenidos. We've got special guests today coming up in the second part of the program, and we're going to be discussing, today is travel day, right, Silvia?
Exactly. Are you excited? Because we are.
You're on vacation, and we're going to be talking about vacations and historical and cultural vacations, and with some special surprises and some special insight from special guests. So stay with us throughout the morning. We'll be back with you after this little break. Today, Silvia, it's my favorite topic of the week. Fridays is travel day here on the sunny morning.
I totally agree. You know why? Because we're going to speak about traveling. Who is ready to travel? And those are some amazing places, and I'm sure we're going to bring something about that.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about some places that you don't normally travel to, okay? And some of the reasons why people are starting to book specialized vacations, okay? So if you've never considered going to stay in a historic hotel, which was built in the 70s, well, a historic ruin site, let's go back a bit further, but now being converted to a hotel, this is your time to stay tuned with us. We're going to give you some really top exclusive places to go and tell you what's transforming in the world of tourism. And also coming up later, Silvia, tell us a little bit about your topic today.
Well, knowing that we're going to talk about traveling, I have something special about Ekbalam. Ekbalam is an archaeological site here in Riviera Maya. But not only I'm going to be speaking about that, but also I'm going to give you some tips about the Mayan culture.
Absolutely. And not just that, if we've got time, because we've got lots to cram in today, we're also going to be talking about Australia and how they've bounced back with the help of Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth, as you may know, obviously Thor from the Avengers. Well, he's not just a Marvel superhero, he's now become Australia's #1 icon for promoting Australia. So that's a pretty big accomplishment. This guy is, well, he's also making quite big money as well. We'll be telling you a little bit about that. And also today we're looking at technology in travel. There's a new technology app from the boffins of Sinaloa University, Mexicans who again are innovating once again with a new technology app that allows you to become your own virtual tour guide. This is amazing. So you can have vacation experiences that you've never had before, private experiences. We're going to be giving you a bit more information on that. So let's start off with talking about Portugal, a beautiful country and probably the jewel of the Mediterranean and a place that I visited many times growing up. But last year, Portugal transformed its economic fortunes thanks to a new initiative called Revive. And Revive, Silvia, is this brand new initiative where they're taking 33 historical sites and they're transforming them, turned it over to the private sector. So they've invited bids to come in and transform these beautiful old archaeological sites and historical sites into new hotels to create new travel experiences. What do you think about that?
Well, do you remember what I was talking about, the milky cow the other day? Remember?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess something happened to them, and that was really amazing. Because thanks to that, I mean, it was then good, the factor that they went to a crisis, right, an economical crisis. Yeah. However, what do you do when anybody's in a crisis? Of course, they try to get up, right?
Yep.
And Portugal, it's very admirable what they have done because precisely, I'm not surprised that they are already transforming that crisis into a benefit for everybody, for the whole country. That was a really amazing example for the rest of the countries which are in a way of developing themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent.
Give you an example. I mean, they've got involved with UNESCO World Heritage Sites, renovating an imposing 17th century building. Now, this building was a convent and a military court before ending up in ruins. So from now until next year, it's going to recover with its original appearance, and they'll host a luxury hotel with 80 rooms there. So can you imagine staying in an old military barracks that was an old convent? I mean, all of that personality.
Who would not like to stay in one of those hotels?
You could feel the history under
exactly,
your feet there.
Exactly. You will steal the words out of my mouth because exactly you can feel the history. I mean, I've been in different places, different countries, and of course, every time, actually, when I travel to places like Europe or somewhere where they have this special, like, you know, like castle, or they have a special or monasteries. And you can actually stay there. I'd rather stay there most of the time because you are right. I mean, you can sense and you wonder, you know, what happened many centuries ago, and you know, that your mind kind of brings you different pictures of maybe what was that, what was there before.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
And you are there.
It's a very, very specialized way to travel in hospitality, right? So, you know, we want to kind of shed some light on that. And you know, in Portugal, tourism really nowadays is their main economic driver. So these 33 sites being transformed has really revived their fortunes. I think last year they've made about 170 million euros as a result from just last year alone. And that success is building more success. So I think, you know, the private sector has already got the idea. I mean, of course, here in Mexico, of course, we have this landscape of biodiversity, archaeological sites. We're going to be talking a little bit about Ekbalam later on, which is a real treat. But one of the places that caught my attention was the city of Elvas in Portugal. It really is worth a look. You've got to try, look up Elvas online, and basically the management of that particular project through the Revive program, they're going to allow that particular site a 50-year tenure. So under the new rules, under UNESCO World Heritage rules, that's one to look for. I'd also recommend the Convent of Santa Clara in the north. That is also an amazing transformation. And then also the Fort of São Roque in the south is where some of the 33 places that is also being part of that renovation.
I have a question, Elliot. Have you stayed in a convent before?
No, I haven't. I've only visited one in Guadalajara, and it was truly an amazing experience.
It's amazing, but it's cold, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You have the sensation like you are like, I don't know, it's...
but the ceilings, if you look at the artwork on the ceilings...
They're high ceilings, right?
Oh, amazing artists and sculptures in these buildings that you're going to be, you know, engaged with all of that sculpture, all of that art. I mean, it's a tremendous, I mean, as you say, the feeling of those buildings. And maintained in that way, you know, left in its historical sense. It's just like going to Merida, right?
Exactly.
If you go to Merida,
of course.
I mean, you won't see or won't be able to identify like a McDonald's or a Burger King because it's just the building codes in Merida. I mean, if you try and impose a retail brand or into an existing building, you won't get there. So, you know, you won't get building permission for that. So this is a huge deal to me, you know, that Portugal, in conjunction with UNESCO, has pulled this off. And fair play to them. They were having a hard time economically.
They probably had a hard time to, you know, make that choice. But actually, I think that it was a good decision because the rest of the world gets to experience what they have inside.
Yeah, I've had friends here in Mexico who've come here many, many years, and then they've gone to go and stay at the old Heineken ranches up there in Merida, and they've had that experience where they used to make Heineken here, which is like the rope, and that was the thriving industry before tourism in this area, if you didn't know. But to get that experience and to go into those old towns around Merida in the Yucatan Peninsula, amazing to throw back into those times, right? What you can find there.
Oh, well, talking about Merida, I mean, it's beautiful also. And you have many places to visit, and the food is delicious, right?
And absolutely. Before you get to Merida, there's also Valladolid as well, which is a beautiful Spanish colonial town as well. So there's so many places we can throw into this mix. We're going to have to go to a short commercial break. Join us after this. We've got a very special guest who's going to share her travel experiences here in Mexico. We'll be right back with you.